Okay, we want to talk today about preparing for a disaster. This is a natural or artificial disaster, and we're talking today about a kit, a portable kit for surviving the disaster. Okay, so there's a few things that you need to survive with. Warmth. You need to have some way to start a fire. So strike anywhere matches, a little piece of, either to put the box in there or put a little piece of sandpaper to last longer. You can do the camping matches that are waterproof. Put them in a waterproof thing anyway. It's not quite waterproof, close enough. Okay, so then we have an alternative means. You can put a lighter in there. You can put a striker with the magnesium rod, which we've done here. Let me just tell you, those are hard to work with. I practiced and practiced. Maybe some people are good at it. I'm not horribly good at it. So, here's a good one. If you have a little propane tank that you can fit in there. Because this, you can get a fire started, this little torch, put it on the tiny propane tank, and you can get a fire started with pretty well anything, even if it's wet. Okay. Also, I've got a little piece of waxed cardboard. Burns like nothing. And that's flat, so it's pretty good. Okay. So you need warmth, and that's going to include a jacket. Have as many jackets as there are people in your emergency runaway team. Cotton is a no. Polyester, these are 100% polyester. If it gets wet, it dries quickly. Same thing you could do with wool, but I don't like to wear wool. So fleece is great. So we've got several fleece jackets in there. And in a bag that's waterproof-ish, we've got hats, socks, because keeping your head warm, keeping your feet warm, keeping them both dry. Essential. Okay, so then we have stuff like a little bit of food. This is great food. Very small to pack. This is dried mashed potatoes. Just add warm water. You got a meal. Okay, so that's great. Very filling. Then you can do stuff like these little packaged dealy whackers. They come with tuna and all kinds of different stuff. This is chicken. You could also, you may want to put a canned soups, so you can cook over a fire in this as a container, so you don't have to bring a pot. But we are bringing a pot, because we're bringing everything in the kitchen sink. We just tied that on the side like, old timey. Okay, so, soaps and sundries, little sample, these are from the motel, sample stuff. Okay, great idea. Also, in the sample category, pain vanish, stuff like this for pain, for allergies, stuff to wash with that's already wet, like even diaper wipes. They're flat, they're easy. Maps. So say we're in a tsunami area, so say our property is washed out and we made it off the peninsula. We need to know where we're going. County, state, neighboring states, forest areas, because we probably be camping now if our house is wiped out. Idaho, Wyoming, Montana, neighboring states. Don't know how far you're going to go, what you're going to do. Flashlights. Now, if you're going to have a flashlight that takes batteries, those take upkeep. You're going to have to keep an eye on the expiration date on the batteries, put the extra batteries in the pack, and we have packs where we've done that. These are wind flashlights, so you don't have to worry about that. Have as many flashlights as there are people in your bug out plans, because nobody wants to be the one that's following somebody with a flashlight and doesn't have one themselves. Crazy glue. This is for injuries. Little known fact, you can glue wounds back together with crazy glue. Not the cheap stuff, the real stuff. Sewing kit. Do yourself a favor. This is for clothes, this is for your skin if you're damaged. You can't get help. Do yourself a favor and put a curved needle in there. We sewed up a cat once on Christmas. Didn't have a curved needle. Bad plan. Okay. Always carry a knife. Every single pack we have, and yes, we have multiples, has a knife in it. Very essential. Also, electrical tape, duct tape, something to tape something to get together with. If you have a pet, a leash is a good idea. Spare leash, spare collar. Earplugs. just in case you're it's hard to sleep. Could be invaluable. Keep a list. Says what's in this pack, because if you're like me, you're gonna forget, and then you're gonna pack it again. I have many packs because I want redundant packs. So okay, so add-on stuff. You can do stuff like, you definitely get toilet paper if you can, that it would be a really good idea. Solar shower. You don't know how long you're gonna be out there. We've got a tiny portable propane lamp. Okay, because this is our expanded pack, we've got sleeping bags enough for the lot of us who's in the bug out plan. Inside also, shoes, okay? Pick a size that everybody in your group can deal with. Like me and my sister are several sizes apart. We picked a size that she fits in so that I can just deal with it if my shoes got monkeyed up. And that way we have shoes. So, you know, shoes fall apart. You lose them, you damage them, you know, whatever it is. So that way you're covered for that. So also in this pack we've got a tent. So this is a full pack. You can go camping with this thing. You're going to be okay for several days. You got everything you need to go camping. And all in this one nice size pack. But you do want to be aware that it's pretty heavy and awkward. So smaller packs for hurry up and get out is probably a good idea too. And I've got several of those. They all have the same things, a little bit of food, all of them have fire stuff. Some of them have a little bit of different things. All of them have a flashlight, all of them have a knife. All of them have a sewing kit. They don't all have maps. You want the maps and the compass as well and know how to use it. I'm not real great with it, but, you know, I could probably manage in a pinch. Because maybe your cell phone doesn't work. Or maybe whatever it is. But physical maps are hard to come by. You know how hard I had to look for this county map for Pacific County? Okay, so any questions you have can be probably addressed by somebody in the know with this particularly was put out by the Pacific County Emergency Management some years back. Whether they still do it or not, I don't know. And it has all kinds of stuff about what to do about this and that and the other, and what to put in your pack. And of course, water. You want to have a source of water. If you're going to put water bottles in there, though, pop bottles are actually more longevity a lot of times than water bottles. Or just put a filtration system in there or tablets. That way you're able to filter the water if you find it in a creek or whatever and be safe. But this is what we have in our emergency pack. And also, where and when we can, we'll have comfort items like, you know, washcloths and a little towel. And we'll also have stuff to pass the time, but a deck of cards, something like that. Just in case, because there's been several tsunami evacuations we were on. You're supposed to be gone a long time, you guys, when you're under evacuation. And we went up into the mountains, and it was a long haul. We had thrown out the cat because we didn't have room for her anyway, and she would have been yowling up there, and we didn't really think it was going to be it. But you go because it could be it. And the law enforcement, you know, if they've taken the time to warn you, which they've done down here, they'll be down on the beach warning people, and people are just gathering at the beach to watch the tsunami come in. Meanwhile, they're risking their life to let you know. So it's best to just go ahead and evacuate when they tell you to. Okay, so that's our kit. That's our expanded kit. Simpler kit has no sleeping bags and stuff like that. Just food and stuff for fire kit and knife, whatever, multi-tool. But that's what our kit looks like. It is a Mondo thing, but it's carryable because I carried it up camping. So think of camping, you guys, and that's what you need to survive in a disaster. Even if you're walking out. Or if you're driving, then it's already just chuck it in the car. I, of course, am going to insist on chucking all of my emergency kits in the car. And I have expanded kits, like one whole backpack is food. If we have time and space, I'm going to throw that in there. Because this food will last a little while, but the other food will last a long while. So, that's just my opinion. This is what we have. This is what we do.